we're going to get some more respect, and that's what we've been looking for this whole season.
It's just really two good teams that are pretty similar to each other.
That's going to prove a lot to some people down in Indy that don't look at us. We're too small for them.
Everyone's excited to get out and do the best they can and see if we can come out with a big W against Munster tonight.
The presents have been opened, the eggnog guzzled, the stockings are now in storage. Still, it's all about holiday hoops on the Highlight Zone tonight. Now, normally the show right after Christmas is filled with SAC hoops. That not the case this year. The SAC tourney on hold for a day with the final set for tomorrow night at Wayne High School. Now that gives fans a chance to check out the 12-team Carroll Classic with pool play beginning today at 2 sites, and that includes at Columbia City. It's where Randy Spieth spent the eve, and he joins us now with more. Randy.
Yeah, Glenn, as you said, pool play for the Carroll Classic taking place in 2 places today, East Noble and Columbia City. At Columbia City, the Eagles won this morning, improving to 8-0. That helps set up a date tonight with 7-0 Munster. Munster, Columbia City is your Highlight Zone game of the week. Munster ranked 12th in the latest 4A state poll. Columbia City ranked 19th. It's all Eagles from the gate. Watch Drew Benedict inside of Daniel Wool. Foul won't stop him here. 3-point play. Columbia City's up 5 early. Same quarter, Columbia City working the ball around the arc. This is Drew Benedict, all confidence right here. Steps back, drains the 3 all net. Eagles up 19-14 after 1. Second quarter, 2 teams exchanging blows. It's Munster's Luke Vucinic, 3-point shot at the top of the key. Other end, Daniel Wool, long 2. 3 minutes to go in the second now. Munster down by 3. The Mavericks' Mike Schlotman drives right to the rim, cuts through everyone, gets fouled. 3-point play, and we're tied up at 24 each. Munster goes to the half up 30-27. Let's go to the third. Daniel Wool had 6 blocks on the night, but couldn't block everything. That's Nate Bubash open for the easy bucket. Other end, Columbia City's Derek Heinen keeping the Eagles right in it. 2 of his 16 right here. Still, then it's Drew Benedict. The 3 from the corner. He led the team with 22. He also became the school's second all-time leading scorer in this one. But Munster too strong inside. Nate Bubash, 2 more right here. He led the Mavericks with 23 points. Munster leads the entire second half in this one, 66-54 the final. Eagles suffer their first loss of the season.
There's a lot of teams that'll shoot themselves out of it. They'll be up 9, and then they'll keep shooting and attacking, and we'll kind of get back into it. But they're a well-coached team and very disciplined players, and they didn't allow that tonight. They're a very physical team.
They out-toughened us tonight, and teams like that coming up in the future. We got Homestead and Concordia, I think, is one of the best teams in the state. It's going to be hard to play against those kinds of teams if you're not going to play physical enough.
Hopefully you learn from this game. You learn how to move offensively against physicality. You learn hopefully to rebound the basketball at key times, and your possessions offensively have to be a lot more smooth.
We'll see how smooth the Eagles are tomorrow. They'll take on Heritage at noon. That game will be played over at Carroll High School as the pool plays now wrapping up, get down to the final of the tournament. And, of course, Columbia City, pretty good team. They just need to fine-tune a couple of things, but it looks like they do have all the pieces, Glenn.
I like their seniors. You're talking about Wall, Heinen, and Benedict, all going to be playing at Huntington University after their time at Columbia City is done. They've got experience, that's for sure.
4 more years, yep.
Yep. All right, thank you, Randy. Early action out of Columbia City tonight. We're talking Carroll Chargers. That's Chandler White not starting this one. As Carroll was taking on Marion. Chargers battling back after being down by 8 in the first. That's Keller Gutierrez with the hoop and the harm. 3-point play brings Carroll within 3 at 43-40, but Marion Xavier Aguilar was tough inside. He gets the 2. Marion up by 5 at that point. How about the Chargers, though? They keep fighting. Tony Orr's been solid this season. A little rebound and a jumper. Carroll down by just 1 at 45-44, but that'd be all the scoring, I should say, for the Chargers. Marion on the fast break. Cornell Wingate following the miss as Marion beats Carroll 53-44. Let's stick with the Carroll Classic, but switch locations. East Noble hosting pool play tonight. It's Homestead taking on DeKalb in a good one. Third quarter, it's the Barons. They led by 2 at the half, but that was Austin Macy adding to the lead. 2 of his 9 points. Back comes Homestead, though. Seth Coate with the jumper. Then Trevor Osborne outside for 3. He had 7 points. And then how about the big freshman, 6'7", Caleb Swanigan working the boards. He had 14. Homestead would grab the lead, but in the fourth, DeKalb staying close. Cole Hartman down low. He had 12. However, the Spartans just had enough tonight. Nick Gamble, a game-high 17. Homestead needed every one of them. They win it 51-50.
They got into us and they got us to play their style, and we got lucky. I mean, we beat them at it today, but we got to be better next time. They really tried to pack it in the lane, make it hard for us to get it to Biggie, and try to make it hard for me to get in the lane. So it was tough, but we found a way to get some points.
It was a gutsy win. You know, we had a tough time against Concordia tonight. You know, we didn't hit foul shots when, when we needed to. So, you know, it was good where we hit the foul shots when we needed to win this victory.
Homestead plays Marion tomorrow at Carroll High School. That's at 10 in the morning. DeKalb plays Carroll tomorrow at 10 as well. In the late game up in Kendallville, East Noble taking on Huntington North. Rob Irwin in that Huntington North red this year. Quick start for the Vikes here. Noah Reed with the nice drive for 2. And the outside was falling early. Trenton Kerr in 3 of his 11. Then it's Kyle Platt, the nice feed to Matt Hogan for the lay-in. Calvin Miller starts to dial long distance. Then teammate Caleb Landrum does the same, knocking it down from downtown. How about Miller again? Miller led everybody with 14 points. East Noble had only 1 field goal in the first quarter. It would be this one from Michael Sharp, and as you might expect, Huntington North does win 51-31. Now, the reason the SAC tournament finals aren't tonight, well, that's because Northrop was playing in the Hall of Fame Classic down in Newcastle. The Bruins lost to Indiana Tech this afternoon, or Indianapolis Tech, I should say, this afternoon. That meant a trip to the consolation game. The Bruins playing Jay County tonight. You see the score right there. Northrop a winner, 60-51. The turnaround is pretty quick. Northrop plays Concordia tomorrow night at 8:15. That's out at Wayne for the SAC title. Let's go out to Leo tonight. No tournament action, but a pretty good matchup. The Lions hosting Angola. It's Bryce Beer putting in the nice one-handed lay-in for the Lions. Leo up big, I should say, in the second half. How about David Harden? He stops and pops from the 3, and he's been doing that all season long. Angola trying to counter. You're going to see Sam Gardner take a couple dribbles, get in the lane, and a nice little floater right there, but Leo simply too much. This team can score the basketball. The miss here, but David Harden gets the rebound, kicks it out, and the Lions knock it down. Leo puts up 98 as they beat the Hornets tonight, 98-67. Well, that'll do it tonight for high school hoops, but we aren't done on the hardwood. As the Mad Ants back home tonight, we'll talk about some major changes they've made. IPFW women opening conference play at the Gates Center, and the Hoosiers playing their final non-conference game before the Big Ten season tips off next week. Those highlights plus much, much more coming up next in The Zone.
We're East Noble. Stay tuned for more highlights.